Hello and welcome to another installment of Comparative Reasoning. We're your hosts, Sedrik and Sidra, and we're going to debate rainy days. Now, here's the thing. I want to first say, sorry for the very long break in videos. Every time I want to do this video, something not good happens. So I'm forcing this video because this is something I've been wanting to talk about. And Sidra's probably going to have her disagreements. But me, rainy days, I love them. To me, there is no such thing as bad weather unless it's harming people. Okay? People or property, that's when it's bad weather. But other than that, when it's rain, a heavy rain, a monsoon, I think it's beautiful. I love it. That doesn't mean I want to live in one my whole life, because then it's not special. Because if it's always like that, and then what would be special? A clear day. If you watch Voltron, Legendary Defender, there was an episode where they always live under catastrophic means and live underground. So on a clear day, they come out and celebrate. That's what they were doing. So that was the clear day was their joy. So I love rain. I love the sound of it. And even the rain itself generates a little bit of wind, and I love that too. That'd be a different one. I love the sound. If you ever just sit down and listen to the rain, not all that stuff around you, not your phone, not the TV, not the laptop, not your ear pods and all this stuff. No, just sit down and listen. Like when it rains where you are, if it does rain, just listen to it. It's so calming, even if it's heavy rain, and it might drive you to even open your door. Cause I want to open the door. Mosquitoes will get in here and eat us up, but I just want to open the door and just listen to it. And as a kid, I wanted to go out and run around in it. Rain was just special. Always special. I enjoy seeing those puddles. I like knowing that, I can't tell that it's raining because maybe it's too foggy or it's dark. So I can look at puddles and see the pattern and how rapid to how large they are to how hard or light it's raining. Sometimes my favorite form of rain is that falling mist. I love that too. When you go outside and you think it's really foggy, and you feel it falling onto your arms or your ear, top of your head, depending on how much hair you have or don't have, and you're like, it's not raining, but why is this mist falling so heavily? I love that rain. One time, when I was still living with my mom and Sidra, we were walking up and down the street. This was so cool. I love an isolated rain, and I love it when it's amazingly isolated. We got near a fire hydrant, and it was like a partial, slightish kind of overcast, and it just started raining. It was that, it was like a plain hard rain, just ordinary rain. But it was only around the fire hydrant for about 5 feet. Just on the fire hydrant in a 5-foot radius. Now we thought at first, we walked right by the fire hydrant and it was raining. It just started raining. Like it literally just started. And I'm like, crap, let's go on home. And we walked just that little bit, few steps. Okay, it's not raining. And that was so awesome. And I was stepping in and out the rain. I was like, you see, it's raining. It's not raining. It's raining. It's not raining. It wasn't moving. It was not moving. It was stationary. And then it got bright, it got sunny, and it was still raining in that one spot. That was so cool. Now, me driving in the rain, I've almost had my accidents. I have. But driving in is something that I like to do too. I think driving in it is awesome. Now, Sidra drove in it constantly when she had to go to work.
Yeah, let me chime in. So the enjoyment of rain can be done when you can be completely and totally selfish. So for me, on a rainy day, I would like to be on the couch watching TV, munching on stuff, or drinking hot drinks, watching movies. That's what I would like to do on a rainy day. You
That
can
sounds so
hear it;
cool.
it sounds wonderful, but that's not how my life is set up. When it rains, I can't say, "Hey, y'all, I'm not coming to work because it's raining." When I had to drive in, I got to get my ass in the car and battle the multitude of people who don't know how to drive in the rain to try and get there safely.
That was the only bad part. I always worry when Sidra had to drive to work.
You still have to eat. You still got to get stuff done. It's just, it's only a matter of being. If you could be completely selfish, you can enjoy the day in its completion. I love my family, but if I'm enjoying a rainy day curled up watching old movies, go in there and find what you want to eat yourself. Well, I got to get up and cook it.
I'm probably like, normally I'm next to her like, yeah, you hungry? Get something.
Go in there and get something.
You got arms and legs. There's a will, there's a way.
The only in the winter when it rains, that's the best because it's not muggy, so it doesn't feel so oppressive. Thunderstorms are wonderful. Just as long as if I don't have to be out in it, I can enjoy all that is great about it. But if I got to be out there in it, getting groceries and trying to stay alert and alive because people don't know how to drive, that kind of takes away the magic of it.
See, I get that. This is what would happen. It's in the morning, it's raining, and it was always on a Tuesday or Wednesday. And so she gets up, I'm like, what's wrong with you? It's raining. I'm like, well, that's good. Yeah, but you don't have to drive in it. I'm like, I have driven in it, and it was great. I used to drive. It would rain when I'm going to work, and I'm like, man, this is so cool. Now, okay, don't blame the rain. Don't blame it on the rain. I mean, they got to blame it on something.
I can blame
but
it
don't
on
blame
the
it on the rain.
Milli Vanilli said so.
See, listen. What it is this. Driving, the problem is when it rains so hard, you can't see the lines on the road. You can't see where you got to turn, what lane you're going to be in, because they like to do shoddy road work. So you can't blame the rain for that. You got to blame people. All right. I love that. I love seeing when it rains so hard, it just pools and there's little street rivers and stuff like that. I love that. I think it's so awesome. Knowing what rain has done to shape things, canyons, rivers, aqueducts, things like that. I love knowing that happened. That's so cool how it can start from nothing and slowly over lots of years, tunnel underground, making an aqueduct. I think that is so awesome how it can rain on the mountaintop, carve a little path over so long that turns into a river at the bottom, I think that's amazing. Rain is cool. Great, it's water, yeah. It's got to come at some point. It's going to rain. And to think about how much a cloud weighs and it just hovers up there, due to the rising heat and stuff like that. The ground's always warming, and so it's always the clouds are going to be up there for that reason, updrafts and things like that. That's just beautiful. I love the thought of that's about 40 swimming pools hovering above me. That mess is cool to think about. Driving in it, I understand how it can suck, but at the same time, you got to acknowledge how beautiful it is.
I've already acknowledged how beautiful it is.
Hold up, you're in the car. Yeah, I get it. It's. I can't call it yucky. Everyone else supposed to call it yucky. I don't see it as yucky. I see it as awesome.
Because it's about having to traverse it. Getting drenched in rain don't feel good, and stepping in puddles when you have no other choice don't feel good. When I was in middle school, I
still jump in the puddle.
I used to go to get my hair done every week, and every week in the 7th grade, on the same day I got my hair done, it would rain.
And see, I know I would have told you, stop going on that day. Go after that day.
But that was
there's clearly a pattern that you're not
that was the
acknowledging.
most convenient day for some reason because I wasn't calling all the shots. I was in middle school.
You could call the shots. Mom, have you noticed this? Can we do it the day after?
When I started when I first went to college, Tuesdays, every Tuesday, when you got to get up for your 8 o'clock class, it rained.
Yeah.
What you mean? Yeah.
What? Rain is... See, you rain hating, and what's going to happen is rain God's going to get you.
They're going to have to get me. I'm not saying that rain is bad. No. I'm sticking to what I said when I started this. If you have to be out in it, it's miserable. You go into a class, everybody's covered in rain.
See, you got a lot in common already.
Slick, humid,
why don't you see the positive of
muggy.
it?
You don't feel like learning, and you got to sit there and learn in a wet, muggy environment.
I've been there. I went to school too.
I know. You ain't sound like it.
Look, I ain't go to no college. I ain't all highfalutin like you is. But still, look. Even in high school, everyone going to get into class looking miserable. It was funny. They come in clothes soaked, their new hair all jacked up. They can't impress their boyfriend anymore. They hair all jacked up, and they sitting down with this look on their face like, if I had a gun, this teacher would be done. It's funny. And the teacher come into class, and I don't know how they did it. They come in bone dry. Bone dry. Come into class. Okay, everyone, open your books, and they are spry. And sometimes I can see the teacher sit there and just smile like, y'all are miserable. We're going to have fun today. I can see it, but I was sitting there like, I'm cool, because I would be bone dry as well. I walked through the same rain they did. I don't know why I didn't get wet like that. You get into the rain, y'all probably ran. That's what it was.
What may do if you run, walk, hover, levitate, or drag your ass across the pavement, it's the same level of wet.
Hey, that's a great way to scratch your anus. Don't be knocking it. Well, you see, dogs do it all the time. It's got to be good.
Dogs do a lot of things all the time, and I am not about to try them.
I can't do it, but still, I'm just saying, it's something to it. Now, look, I walked through the rain to get to the school, and everyone else is running, and they all soaked. So there had to be something to it. We're gonna end this. What do y'all think? What do you all think? What do you think about rainy days? And if you do a video on it, how you feel about rainy days and your fond memories or things like that, link it down there. It's all good. And if you can't link it there, then you know what? Link it to me, on Twitter. It's all good. That's all down there in the description. And before getting up out of here, I'm going to put the link in the description. But do check out So Unpopular. That's another channel by Sunny Secular, hostess of secularminority.com. Check out So Unpopular. That is a really good, relaxing channel. Short videos, way shorter than mine. And you're not going to find any rage discourse or anything. It's very fun, very chill channel, doing sewing techniques and talking about projects and where she got her ideas and things like that. Very inspiring channel, honestly. And I need to do the video on that as well, as I told her I was going to. So I'm going to put that in the description. Please click that link. Please do that. And also check out tinyurl.com/crbanking. Better banking, do good for you, the environment, and everyone else. It's a great way to do online banking where they don't rip you off. They plant trees. They're trying to save the environment. And they're trying to do positive, forward-thinking, progressive investment. So please check them out. This has been Sedrik and Sidra for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.